Всем привет, дорогие друзья! Вы на канале Пещера Баффорда, меня зовут Михаил, ну или просто Баффорд. И я продолжаю прохождение Goodbye Deponia или Прощай Deponia. Что у нас тут? Гол.
She doesn't seem nervous at all. Not that there'd be any reason to be nervous.
Good luck, Rufus.
Hey, this has nothing to do with luck. My plan is 100% based on the laws of circumstantial pressure and lack of alternatives.
Ну?
And here we go. Huh? Nothing's happening.
Did you check the cables?
I thought the doc had seen to that. I have to do everything myself around here.
Oh, a little air, at last.
Can you move over a bit?
Whose hand
is that?
Shut up back there. Rufus needs to concentrate.
No.
I hope no one's gonna stop us. Can you check whether anyone's standing on the cable?
Not me.
Me neither.
It must be you, Mook.
Don't be silly, woman.
Perhaps you, Doc?
I don't know. I can no longer feel my legs.
I think it's me.
That's not the cable.
Barry! Wait, I found the problem. I just need to lift this sandbag somehow.
That is me.
Oh,
Oi.
it should work now.
Thank you.
Ну, поехали.
This is it.
Попали?
The final maneuver proved as a move no more nuts as any other plan there was at hand. A perfect occasion for a contemplation of all the events and the writer's intent. It may seem safe to say that Rufus's way for saving the day is a little snafu. But when shit hits the fan is when a decent man's plan went in deeper as ever a diver with a scuba to do. With a scuba to do.
Влетели таким. Ладуленьким.
Uh-oh.
That's what I like about you.
Достижение
You
получено.
always find a place to park. But couldn't you have picked a spot in the shade?
Huh. Next time you drive and I do the drinking. I wonder why they haven't sounded the alarm yet.
Yes, they appear to be ignoring us. Try to make it work for you.
Okay, if I'm not back in 10 minutes, give me 10 more. Yeah, I'd love to, but I can't get through.
Ну ладно.
They're doing what they do best. They're standing in my way.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Не возражайте, если я
Mind if I,
не люблю перебивать, но...
I hate to interrupt, but,
Алло. Внимание.
Attention!
Oh, bailiff on deck.
Отряд смирно.
Division, halt!
Yes, sir, bailiff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well done. Looking good.
Ну, пойдем. Нормально так. Въехали.
Oh, crap. More of them. Attention! Bailiff on deck. Hello? Bailiff on deck.
Yeah, we've noticed. Tell us something we don't know.
Really? Mind your manners, will you? A little more respect for our bailiff.
Right. Yep. He's got a point. After all, he's the bailiff.
Yes, exactly. After all, I'm the bailiff. Remember that. Oh, crap. More of them.
Мне
I'm headed
кажется,
for the
они...
bridge.
Да,
Take me
там
to the
что-то
right
стоит за
level.
ними.
But bailiff, you should know what level that is. Yes, of course I do. I just wanted to test whether you know it too.
Ну, вниз или вверх? Давайте вниз.
I'm headed for the bridge. Take me to the right level. But bailiff, you should know what level that is. Yes, of course I do. I just wanted to test whether you know it too.
Недолго мы ехать будем. Давай, стоп. Ау.
And is this the right floor, bailiff? You should know that, being a bailiff and all. Ah.
Конечно.
Of course. Of course. Are you completely sure about that? Of course I'm sure. I'm the bailiff. I'm always sure. Good to know. Time to disembark, everyone. The bailiff says we're here. Yes?
Я так и знал. Привет, Клитус.
Cletus? No. Argus. You guessed it. And you must be Rufus. Some nerve you've got coming here. Foolhardy and stupid, as always. Or don't you realize that I will now have to break every single one of your bones? Wait! Can't we come up with a more peaceful solution? I don't think so. The time for amicable agreements has expired. I've been looking forward to this day. Put 'em up! Oh.
Так. Педаль.
Ow!
Ей. Давай наверх.
Yeah. What's the purpose of this?
Не знаю. Стоп.
Face it, it's no use. Ow! Hey!
Вот, тормозной клапан.
What have we here? A throttle valve to adjust the elevator's speed. Well, who needs that kind of thing? Ow!
Ай.
Oh.
Ну, полетели. Нормально. Ну, я даже не знаю, когда остановимся. Давай сейчас. Ладно, давай вниз. Хо-хо-хо-хо. Нет, я думаю, это не вариант. Давай сначала нажмем на педаль. Снова вниз. Ну, пока. Да. Нормально. Ну, видимо, нам сюда. Куда-нибудь сюда. Я, правда, не знаю, куда. Оу.
Bailiff, at last. The team is waiting impatiently.
Waiting?
For your speech, of course. And allow me to add that I am no less excited myself. Your speeches are always so inspiring, so eloquent. You play the crowd like a virtuoso plays his piano. And if I may say so, a less charismatic orator would literally be torn to pieces by such an audience.
He would?
Oh, certainly. But your words are like magic. Inimitable. But here I am, just raving on. You should get started before the crowd grows even more agitated.
Yes, nobody wants that.
Electrify us. Work your magic.
Just a moment. I think,
Gentlemen, we are about to be addressed by our great role model, our leader, our mentor, our idol, Bailiff Argus, who just a moment ago personally assured me that the speech he's about to deliver will inflame your hearts for our common cause. And now, stand to attention! You are now being addressed by Bailiff Argus!
Да прям круг звезда.
And he just let me walk into it.
What an ass! Yes, wasn't... Well, I mean, that ass... Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that ass.
На мостике.
I'm on the bridge.
Отличный пример. один из 11 тысяч задниц на борту этой посудины.
Only one of the 11,000 asses aboard this ship.
Мы все задницы.
We are all asses. That's how we were constructed. That is our destiny. I know. Why is he saying those things? Well, this is why.
Взгляните на нашу эмблему.
Just look at our logo. Looks like somebody put their butt on the photocopier during an office party. And now the result is proudly displayed on our banner. The print of a gigantic, flabby arse. So why be surprised when they treat us like asses?
Я могу привести вам 1000 примеров.
I could name you 1,000 more examples. The fact is, we're the asses here. But is that something to be ashamed of? I say no! I, for my part, am proud of what I am. I am an ass! And you're all asses too! It's time to show the world what's inside us.
Одно дерьмо.
Long live the
Демагог, открытое достижение. И?
Was it good?
Very inspiring, like always.
Great. Well, then I can go now. Which way to the bridge?
But what about the hymn?
The hymn?
Exactly. Following each of your speeches, you lead us in our hymn. You can't have forgotten.
Yes. The hymn. Me. Here we go.
Так. Чего неблагодарная аудитория? Нет, им просто не дано оценить восхитительный фальцет Руфуса. Тем не менее, ему нужно помочь, щелкая по нотному стану и меняя высоту звука и ноты, чтобы мелодия звучала правильно. Ой, у меня плохо со слухом.
Органан. Органан. Органан.
Ну-ка.
Органан. 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 Органан.
Так.
Органан. Органан. Органан.
Видимо, однотонную нужно пустить.
Органан. Органан.
Давайте думать.
Органан.
Сейчас.
Органан. Органан.
Так, ладно. Они явно мной недовольны.
Органан. Органан.
Так. Со слухом у меня явно все плохо. Давай сюда.
Органан. Органан.
Так.
Органан. Органан. Органан.
Так. Неблагодарная аудитория.
Organon.
Так, нормально.
Organon. Organon.
Я даже не знаю.
Organon. Organon. Organon.
Да, вот пирамидки попробуем. Бесполезно, конечно,
Organon.
Что еще? Нельзя вот это перевести куда-нибудь.
Organon. 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 Organon.
Так. Может быть, они на одной волне находятся?
Organon.
Давай попробуем.
Organon. Organon.
Не, видимо, далеко. Что, искал вниз?
Organon.
Ну-ка.
Organon. 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 Organon.
Пробуем так.
Organon. 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 Organon.
Все, чисто сработали. Руку на сердце просто. Достижение. Так, все. Оба-на. Уиллис.
Ah, Cletus, there you are. Where's your mysterious companion? I had hoped you would introduce me to the person who caused us so much trouble.
Don't worry, she's on board. You should be more worried about the others who are also on board. Your precious bailiff Argus has moved the entire Organon to this high boat.
What? That can't be true. Where is that traitor?
You know, I've got good news and bad news regarding him. The bad news is someone's got to clean the floor of the elevator shaft.
Или нет?
I don't think that will be necessary.
Argus, I don't believe it. You are trying to deceive me to bring the Organon to Elysium behind my back.
Yeah, but he didn't reckon with me.
Oh, me? What's going on here? Who is that?
I'm the real Cletus. He's just an imposter, which, strictly speaking, makes no difference. Plus or minus 2 zeros. My calculation turned out just right. This high boat is now under my control.
Not as long as I can prevent it.
Stop that!
This high boat is no longer bound for Elysium.
What? What? What?
I'm certainly not going to jeopardize the Utopian project by taking an invading army to Elysium. I'm initializing the destruction of Deponia. Right now, Elysium will have to start on its journey a little sooner than expected.
Stop! Ulysses! You fool! This is madness!
My decision stands. Don't try to stop me.
But
what?
Как же депонианцы?
But what about the Deponians? When you detonate Deponia, what will become of them?
Enough energy to catapult Elysium towards the nearest inhabitable planet, I hope.
Have you no conscience?
Oh, I do, most certainly. But it is necessary. And you are not going to change my mind.
But...
Арганонцы?
But what about the Organon?
What about it? The Organon was destined to be blown up all along.
I forgot. But
Что насчет меня?
But what about me? I don't want to die.
I know. You're the third prototype, aren't you? Yes. The tragic fate of the Alpha generation has always fascinated me. That's why I took Argus under my wing back then. You may think you aren't one of them, but actually, it has always been your destiny to die, just like the rest of the Organon. And the fact that you don't want to die is simply due to a flaw in your design.
Даже так. А как же вы?
But what about you? You're gonna die as well.
True, but this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. With all the suffering I've caused, I don't deserve better.
Ha! So you've got a conscience after all. You don't have to do this.
Oh yes, I do.
But
Почему ты хочешь пожертвовать собой ради элизианцев?
why would you want to sacrifice yourself for the Elysians? Who or what is forcing you? I mean, Deponia may be no paradise, but it's possible to live there, and many people do. And not everyone down there was as unhappy as me.
I know the life down at the surface. I spent a long time there myself. Like a rat amongst the garbage. That isn't a dignified life. Not for
a bunch of stuck-up swellheads? Hey!
If you really want to know, this is about my daughter. She lives on Elysium. I want a better life for her. On Utopia. I'm doing this for you, Gold.
Стой, она же здесь.
No! You old fool! What have you done?
What do you think? In a few minutes, a radio signal will be emitted from this high boat. It will activate all the blast towers around the planet. Deponia will be destroyed, and Elysium can finally set out on its journey to Utopia. I saved my daughter. That's what I have done.
Она как бы...
I'm
Нет.
afraid I have to contradict you, Dad.
Go? What? What? How?
I went to Deponia with Cletus. I knew you would never permit it. That's why I didn't tell you.
The girl we were looking for was you? The one who took pity on these junkyard dwellers and sabotaged our plans? This was about you the entire time?
Can't we celebrate this family reunion some other time? Deponia may blow up any minute now. Including us and your precious daughter. Exactly. What are you waiting for, Ulysses? Abort the detonation!
But that's impossible.
Can't we stop it somehow?
The only way would be to destroy the antenna before the signal has sent.
The transmitting antenna, of course.
But the transmitter is on top of the upper deck. It would be a suicide mission. Who would be crazy enough to try?
I'm in. So am I. And I.
Well then, what are you waiting for?
I'm coming too.
You're staying here, Missy. You and I are going to have a serious talk.
Да ладно тебе. Ну, поперли, ребятки. Руфус единственный из них отличается, да? Что у нас тут? Антенна, кабель.
Good thing I don't suffer from vertigo or any other sign of the zodiac.
Да, антенна.
Is it really that hard to make these things stable? Oops. Why does that always happen to me with antennas?
Не знаю.
Here we go. Haven't got all day, you know.
Поехали. Ага. Давай.
Whoa! That was fun. Fun? You moron! You almost killed us! Oh, I've heard that so many times before, but never actually, you have killed us, and that makes all the difference. That's quite enough. I've had it with you. You will hold yourself back from now on. Leave the rest to us. So, how shall we proceed? You could jump. It's much too far. Or perhaps you could stop the rotor. Oh, don't be such a Rufus. The rotors are keeping the high boat upright. Even if we could block it, the high boat would capsize. That would be the end of us.
Передача.
How are we supposed to get to that?
Ну, я даже не знаю. Куда попробуем?
I've got a plan. Stop! Don't! I hit it! And who's the idiot now? You, of course. Same as always. Huh? Why? Just look. The transmitter fell into the rotor, and it keeps blinking like nothing happened. Oh, damn! It's still active. How are we going to reach it now?
Так, надо подумать.
Whoever would guess that the three of us would work together someday? Whoever would...
Okay,
There's a catwalk down there. I can see that. Any chance we could get there by jumping? Down there? Just how stupid are you? Answer his question, Cletus. Excuse me. You're the inspector here, aren't you? Then let's hear your assessment of the situation. What are the odds? Taking into account the rotation speed and the radius, the odds that we'd survive without being shredded by the rotor are about 1 in 3. Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad. That depends. It roughly corresponds to your brain cells per head ratio.
А ты?
Well, 1 in 3 isn't half bad. If the three of us all jump from different positions, at least one of us could make it, but that's insane.
Или нет?
Have you got a better plan? No, fuck off. It's all settled then. It's all settled then. We count to 3, and then we all jump. 1, 2... Hey, what's this? Are you? You were gonna cheat, huh? Not me. I almost jumped by myself. Good one.
No.
Well, 1 in 3 isn't half. That depends. It roughly corresponds.
Ну да.
Again? All right, but no cheating. We jump at...
Давай.
1, 2... 3.
Козел. Ну ладно.
Rufus?
О, я цел.
Rufus, wake up!
Я себе... Что-то ему нехорошо явно.
Ouch.
Так.
What happened? You made it! Bravo! Where's Cletus? I don't think he made it, but I'm not quite sure. It all went down very fast. Now, do you see the antenna anywhere? I'm at it.
Ну, хоть не спотрошило Клитуса, так бы мы кровь видели.
That could have gone spectacularly wrong.
Да. Винты. Отверстие. Так, еще винт. Передатчик.
Oh, crap. The transmission has already started. Let's hope it's a very long one. I can't reach it from here.
Ша, винты ты раскрутить можешь? Да, мужик. Я в тебя верю.
No, wait a second. If I loosen this screw, what will hold up the bridge?
Ну как? Все, да, вот сюда его надо ставить один. И тот все. А держаться он будет здесь. Давай. Ну.
I can't reach it from here.
Не можешь. Все, ты можешь, ты же мужик. Или нет. Давай сюда. Ой, ё-моё. Хорошо. Ну зато передатчик перенос.
Ha! I've got it! Do you hear me, Argus? I've got it! Very good. And now, destroy it, piece of cake.
Ну есть, у меня уже идея, расслабься. Болты проржавели все, но... Что поделать? Сюда уже применили, ну бежим. Все, по идее они нас держат, да. Ну? Давай.
No! What are you doing? Destroying the transmitter. What else? You're not about to stick your hand in the rotor, are you?
Ну не полностью же.
I knew you were an idiot, but the sheer folly of this really surmounts everything I've heard so far! I did it! The transmitter is destroyed! Deponia is safe! Yes, very impressive.
Даже очень.
But to make it a little more interesting, you blocked the rotor. Then help me up so we can get the rotor running again. It would be such a bummer if the high boat were to break apart at this point. After all, we're only a stone's throw from Elysium. Yes, that's an idea. Another idea would be to let you rot down there. I suppose it depends. Depends on what? Your decision. Will you help me with my coup against the Council of Elders? You what?
What's going on?
Something's blocking the starboard rotor.
Is that bad?
No idea. You missed Deponia.
We're about to crash? But we're almost there. I can already see the airlocks.
The airlocks, you say? But of course!
The maintenance ladders.
Perhaps I can hold our position long enough so we can evacuate. Go and gather your friends together.
And what about the organons?
Them too, of course. Now that the detonation has been cancelled, I hope that Argus will rethink his plan. I will inform the Council of Elders.
But what about you?
Go! There's no time for discussion. Go now!
I refuse to believe this. You still intend to have the Organon invade Elysium? Why not? Where else could we go? I will never allow that to happen. Oh, come on, Rufus. Those soldiers down there are our brothers. We share the same genes. Basically, we're identical. Why should you be allowed to get to Elysium and not one of them? Or two or three? Where do you draw the line? Who gets to decide that? You, perhaps? No, but so. What do you say?
Ни одной женщины. Нет?
Never. That's too bad. But it can't be helped. Somehow I knew you wouldn't cooperate. So long, Rufus.
Ну, бывает, да.
No! Stop that! You rotten bastard!
Жесть. Какая-то ядреная жесть. Мужики.
There you are again. Ah! It hurts! It's your own fault. Ow. You're a fine one to laugh, but now we're all in the same boat again. I think I can free myself. Ah! Don't! The rotor is only stuck because we're all in between. As soon as one of us moves, it will start running again. Then we all die. But if we continue blocking the rotor, then the high boat will crash one way or another. We're dead. Just how did we manage to end up in this stupid situation?
Ну, как-то
Don't look
смогли.
at me. You two messed it up this time. What? Can't come up with a cunning plan for once? Let me think. Nah, it's completely hopeless.
Отстой.
So, we can relax then.
Rufus! Cletus?
Goal!
What's happened here?
Ну,
Doesn't
все очень
matter.
плохо.
You have to get us out of here, preferably before the high boat crashes.
Guess it's a little too late for that. Dad says that all these rotor failures have damaged the engines. He's able to hold the high boat in position for now, but evacuation has already started. We've only got minutes.
Oh, great. Now everyone's getting to Elysium but me, right? Exactly. Get me out of here. You can only save one of us before the rotor starts turning again.
No, there must be a way to get all three of you out.
No, there isn't. Come on, make a decision.
How can I decide that? I don't even know who's who.
Я Клитус.
I am Cletus. What? That's not true. I am Cletus. Nonsense. I am Cletus.
Wait a minute. Does that mean that among the three of you, Only Cletus is man enough to reveal his identity. It's what I had expected from Argus, but Rufus, after all we've been through, you don't even trust me enough to show yourself?
You're right, Goal. I'm sorry. I'm Rufus, of course.
Ты гад.
Don't believe a word he says.
Ну, Бородка же, я Руфус.
I am Rufus. He's lying. I am Rufus. They're both bold-faced liars. I am Rufus.
Oh, great. And now, can the real Rufus give me some sort of proof?
Of course I can.
Я знаю кое-что, чего эти двое не знают.
I know something that the other two definitely don't.
Oh, and what's that?
Семейная боль у босса. Я приготовил завтрак этим утром.
That I cooked breakfast this morning.
Yes, that was unusual.
Anyone could have guessed that.
Yes, but not what we had for breakfast.
Easy.
Well, I don't think I can hold on any longer.
Rats! Now we're back to square one, and I still don't know who's who.
Да все так же, я Руфус.
I am Rufus.
Oh, really? Prove it.
Well...
Да какая разница, кто из нас Руфус? Оставь меня, спасайся сама.
Who cares which of us is Rufus? Just leave us here and save yourself. The most important thing is that you survive.
Ha! He just gave himself away. Exactly. The real Rufus,
That's me. Would never say such a thing.
Да,
You're
вы не
right.
шарите.
That really didn't sound like Rufus. Could it be possible that you changed that much?
The real Rufus will never change. You know that.
Then perhaps it's just another trick to look good.
No.
Это правда. Ну я Руфус.
I am Rufus.
Oh, really? Prove it.
Well...
Ё-моё, прислушайся к своему сердцу.
Well, simply trust your heart.
Huh. Let me see. My heart says, perhaps the one in front.
What? No! Forget the bit about your heart. There are more reliable methods.
Ну, гораздо красивее этих двух придурков.
Look carefully. I'm much better looking than those two scarecrows.
I can't see a thing from here. You all look the same in those costumes. I need a better clue than that.
Ну, пожалуйста, реши, время уходит.
Please make up your mind. Time's running out. The high boat could crash any moment now.
Pressuring me like that won't make it any easier. What if I accidentally pick Argus?
Hey, hey ho. I'm the roofster.
Huh.
Да какая разница, кто из нас?
Who cares which of us is Rufus? Just leave us here and save yourself. The most important...
Да.
Exactly.
You're right. Could it be...
The real...
Then...
No.
Это правда, я не Руфус.
It's true. I'm not Rufus. Rufus? That's him. What? Yes. Yeah, sure. He's right. I am Rufus.
Is this a trick? A last desperate maneuver? You know, if I help him, it's too late to change your mind. You're going to fall and die.
Абсолютно.
Definitely. Just think. How can I be the real Rufus? The real Rufus is never gonna give up. He'll never change. And he'll never... let go.
Stop!
Что?
No! No!
Come on, Go. We need to get out. Come. Huh?
Hello, Rufus!
Buddy.
What? Barry, what are you doing here?
You were my idol, you remember? And I follow you everywhere. No, seriously, I just wanted to tell you how much I admire what you're doing here. At first, of course, I was shocked, but then I did understand. Brilliant, really. It was actually the only thing you could do. A genius plan, even from a philosophical point of view. The ultimate altruistic deed. Huh. Wow, Rufus! The oh-so-resolute Rufus at last finally changed!
Ой. Все равно ситуация хреновая, Руфус. Даже очень.
Are you ready?
I don't know. Do you really think this outfit is appropriate?
But Rufus, everyone knows you're a Deponian. You remember that, right? You no longer need to pretend. Never again. You can simply be yourself. Forever, Rufus.
But this is totally cool.
А как же голос?
Ah, here come our heroes, the saviors of Deponia. Well, a fine mess you got us into, if I may say so. Your report poses us a difficult dilemma. Naturally, now that we know Deponia is inhabited, our journey to Utopia is cancelled for the time being. But the high boat is destroyed, and the cable is cut. And with so many new citizens, our resources will be used up even faster than expected. What will become of Elysium? Are we forced to land on Deponia? Is that the solution? So many questions.
I'm afraid I have no answers for you, Your Eminence. But this Deponian here is a true genius.
Who? Me?
If you're stuck for unusual ideas, his imagination knows no limit.
Go ahead. Any suggestion will be welcome.
But Goal?
You can do it.
Well, perhaps we could mount some rockets on Elysium.
Go on.
Or flying dragons. And if we put monster truck tires on a gigantic dirigible...
Monster truck tires?
Then perhaps we could train a few eagles and...
Getting back to those flying dragons, how big would they have to be?
Oh, huge! With very large teeth, and they should breathe fire.
Ну вот, наконец, ребятки. И эпическая трилогия Deponia подошла
I'm
к
closing
концу.
my case. There's nothing left to say. Any last questions? I take that as a no. If you feel battered, your whole world is shattered, I may have a helpful suggestion for you. Just grab your harmonica and sing about Deponia. Rufus' dream of a life more ideal, and the fact that sometimes there may be just one last chance to save the day if you let go. And if that's so, I'm off now for real.
Is off now for real.
Конец, дорогие друзья. Конец. Что ж, на этот раз без многоточий и вопросительных знаков, просто конец. Хузаон ушел на покой и открыт достижение. Вот и все, собственно. Великая, классная, квестовая трилогия подошла к концу. И знаете, я не разочарован на самом деле концовке. Мне говорили то, что она ужасная, или то, что она отвратительна. Но, скажем так, я считаю, что Руфус поступил правильно. И поэтому будем надеяться на то, что Дейделик и дальше будут производить классные игры, которые будут нам нравиться, например, как Ночь кролика и так далее. Раз уж Deponia закончилась, то явно у них сейчас есть чем заняться или будет. Ну, а я на этом заканчиваю. Так что, ребятки, всем спасибо за просмотр. Надеюсь, прохождение вам понравилось. Будет еще больше на канале. И с наступающим Новым годом. Знаю то, что вам будет немного позже, но все равно с наступающим. Всем спасибо. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки и пишите свои комментарии. Надеюсь, вам все понравилось. Всем пока.